we're gonna have a quick fire sketch challenge.
Here we go, it's starting already.
Time starts now.
You have to pick a winner. Number 5, Shannon.
Your final assignment for the first challenge will be to create a finished shoe that would go with Rebecca's collection for fall 2011.
I'm kind of confused right now.
I feel like I have maybe a little bit of a leg up.
I feel confident in my design, so I hope it's gonna go well.
He's really thinking it out. He's the type of designer who likes to, hold the mold, in his hand and design on it, which many designers do.
I want to make a shoe that's comfortable, so I'm gonna go for the Dr. Scholl's for hers with the cushioning insoles.
So this is kind of like a surprise element you're gonna give her?
Yeah, I think I'm really solid with identifying with the brand and with the customer itself.
I'm just nervous about executing the shoe. It's my only little nerve.
Maggie is a very strong-minded young woman.
And bring in like the lavender, purplies, blues. I'm also thinking ostrich.
I don't know about ostrich. She thinks about it a little too much sometimes. Oh my God, can I do it? Can't I do it? But for the most part, I like her. She's a go-getter.
I'm like very excited because it is Rebecca Taylor.
Rebecca Taylor and Rachel, I think they're a wonderful match.
I wanted to create a shoe that was her style and also reflected the 70s vibe with the platform heel, mixing bold and urban with vintage and modern kind of look.
Wow. I think you've got the elements here.
I think I'm handling it okay, but let's see how I present up with the judges.
This challenge will be a little different for me. Rebecca Taylor has really beautiful stuff. She's I guess more feminine than like the stuff that I usually worked with.
Kina is a character. She's feisty.
I kind of came between this, and then I think the final one I want to do is this one. I'm gonna do it with like suede leathers. I've always had kind of an issue with commercializing my designs.
We're gonna see if she's able to really pull this one off.
When I was coming here, I was not really sure with my design.
She comes off in the beginning very, mild and soft, and then after you get her going, she'll jump off that edge and fly.
I kind of play with seal, and it's gonna be open toe, but the most important thing for this design is gonna be this bunch of fabric.
She really researches it, and she'll look at a detail, which is very important to a designer.
I'm feeling reckless, restless, and crazy, but excited.
Shannon is a rock star. Shannon is spicy.
Either this ruching overlay and this be some kind of see-through material, so it would kind of be like that 70s-ish feel.
What's the heel?
It would be some kind of synthetic look wood.
She's thinking it out. She wants to feel the designer.
Kind of like a baby. It's starting to turn into a toddler. By the end of the challenge, it'll be a full-blown adult. A shoe screaming Rebecca Taylor.
I am a lot more calm than I normally am for any competition, which has been a little unsettling.
I didn't really sleep last weekend. I was kept just drawing and just changing the shape of the shoes and then just polishing the shoes. I'm pretty tired right now.
All the girls in my family are really big fans of Rebecca Taylor. Everyone was really excited for me because we all love her.
Welcome, contestants, and congratulations on making it to the next step. As you know, you're competing for the grand prize, a design job with Brown Shoe. We have some very special judges with us today. Our lead judge, Michael Atmore, editorial director of Footwear News.
This is really make or break time when we see what these students are capable of.
Power couple, Libby Edelman and Sam Edelman of Brown Shoe.
I expect total quality. I expect people that understand trend.
And someone you've met before, Rebecca Taylor, whom you worked with on the first part of this challenge. During the visit to Rebecca's showroom, you were asked to do a quick sketch based on one outfit. Rebecca chose you, Shannon, as the winner of that challenge. As a result, you get to pick the order that the contestants present today.
Excellent. I choose Kina to go first, Maggie, Matt, Rachel, Hyojin, and then sixth, myself.
Shannon said that she wanted to give me more time to prepare what I was gonna say. It was a sweet one.
Okay, Kina, Take your first step. Your 3 minutes begins now.
So I kind of wanted to play in with all the different contrasting things that she used with fabrics and shapes. I decided to do a wedge heel that would really interestingly contrast a dress with something like this, aubergine color here for the heel. And I used kind of a taupe brown that was in the nail polish, so I really liked the color a lot. For the lining, pom-pom flowers that you use in a lot of your textiles, and I hand painted with acrylic. So that's sort of my favorite.
Time. You design it for Runway?
With the laces, I know, like in the backstage must be pretty crazy, so I designed it specifically for the collection, inspired by the collection.
So you see it as commercial?
Yeah, more commercial.
That's the original idea?
I started with the wedge idea. I changed the upper. The garments moved, so everything just flowed. When you're wearing like a wedge, you have that like kind of clunk in your walk, and I just like that contrast.
Maggie, you're next.
I wanted to not only understand what draws your consumer to your brand and what keeps her loyal, but also what inspires you. I was really inspired by your usage of color. What's great about my shoes, you can lace them just up the side, like flip back, so as she would walk, you get that sense of pop color. And then I drew in the ruffles and kept it a little girly, playing off of a lot of your different silhouettes.
Do you see this as a shoe that she'll be mostly wearing with pants, or is it sort of like a skirt shoe, do you feel?
I feel that it would be strongest with pants, but I believe that with the right length skirt, it's quite nice as well.
Was this your first idea?
I had two, but after seeing your line, there was no question.
So you changed it after you had gone?
I didn't. I had two sketches. I just felt the strongest about this design.
Matthew, you're up.
What really spoke to me was the modern feminine woman. Monochromatic color stories with pops of color and also a mixture of textures. That's what I really liked in the show, so that's what I wanted to bring into my shoe design. It's kind of like this pinstripe detail on the back of the heel, bringing in one of the blue colors I used. A covered platform, gray lambskin, a boucle tweed, talking about the modern feminine woman, someone who's into heels all day, so they need to be comfortable. So what I did on the insole was a silicone insert so that there's extra cushioning in the heel, the arch, and in the ball of the foot. Also another subtle yet feminine detail.
How do you get into the shoe?
The tweed is cut on a bias, and it also has an elastic backer, so this actually stretches so your foot can slide in there.
Have you ever worked retail?
Yes.
Yeah? In shoes?
Yes.
Ladies or men's?
Both.
Both?
Yes.
For a long time or a short time?
For 2.5 years.
Oh, fantastic.
Rachel, it's your turn.
I was really inspired that you wanted to take the 70s look and bring it in today's fashion, and how you mix materials, silks and chiffon and lace. And that's what I really wanted to play with in the shoe. The copper silk, which is forecasted as the new hot color. The silver kid skin lining, because you like to say you always like to have a touch of sparkle. I also handmade the wooden wedge, and I wanted to create a platform and a big chunky heel because that gave it the 70s vibe. And
You said you made the wedge?
yeah, the heel and the platform.
You made them both?
Yeah.
Are you a woodworker?
No, I actually, well, this is what I got help from another student.
So somebody else made the heel?
Made this part of the heel, yeah.
Hojin, you're next.
The characteristic of the brand is feminine, girlish, and romantic. So I was trying to apply all these images on the shoes. Strappy and the ankle strap shoes were really popular late in the 1970s. It's kind of like sandal booty. This is all leather, but it's flower pattern, which is typical prints for the Rebecca Taylors. It goes kind of asymmetrical way, so it's more interesting looking when you see the shoe.
Do you envision that to go with all parts of her collection or parts of it, or?
These outfits are pretty simple. So when you wear these clothes and then when you wear these shoes, you have still this flower pattern on it. So, oh, this is Rebecca Taylor. You can immediately catch that.
Shannon, you have the final presentation.
It was the 70s vibe, and I knew I wanted to do some kind of platform and thick, chunky heel, and then have the pop of the blue and the gray. And then it would snap off with the fur in the back room, and voila, you have another shoe for another look. The sales associate's like, you like the fur? It's removable. And they can just sell you. And so it's fun and flirty, so I kind of wanted to do that. Okay.
It's a lot different to the other sketch you had done. But did you see the show and like panic?
Over your overall collection, my ideas definitely changed.
Was this convertible idea from the beginning?
No, I just got inspired by 2 looks. So I was like, how do I incorporate 2 looks into 1 look? And then thought of the fur popping out past this and really covering everything and then whipping it off like a jacket for your foot.
Interesting.
I was really surprised. We need to see work that's of much higher quality.
The shoes looked really great and very, very close competition. It just didn't sell. I just didn't like that shoe.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Are we ready to make a decision?
We are.
The person getting the boot tonight is...
This episode was sponsored by Sam Edelman, a brown shoe brand.